News Panorama is a TV news magazine program that gives you the story behind the story.
It tells the stories the way they should be told by capturing the larger scale.
It deals with people's deep feelings on issues that, when brought to the fore, ultimately educates, informs, and entertains.
News Panorama. Capture the larger scale.
Congratulations, Nigeria at 64. Congratulations to us all as Nigerians. It is said that a man at 64 is a well-achieved man. Is this the case of Nigeria? On News Panorama today, we'll be x-raying Nigeria at 64, its economic stage and other infrastructures. Stay tuned, it is a must-watch.
News Panorama. Capture the larger scale.
Welcome and thanks for joining me on the program News Panorama. I am Josephine Efanga. If you have just tuned in, you are watching News Panorama. As Nigeria celebrates its 64th independence anniversary, leaders are emphasizing the need for resilience and hope amidst economic challenges and other adversities. Blessing Basi, who sampled some of the leaders' opinions in the state, said the optimism aligns deeply, especially among the youths who are the backbone of the nation. As she brings more details, the report.
The member representing Calabar Municipality and Odukpai, Honorable Basi Akaba, and the Special Advisor General Duties to the State Governor, Barrister Akaba Ikpenyong, urged Nigerians to maintain tenacity, trusting the current administration will improve the economy. They noted that President Bola Tinubu's transformative policy and Senator Basi Otu-led administration reforms aims to address past missteps and position states and nation as economic superpowers.
There is still a work in progress. There is still a lot that we need to do because at 64, we expect that it should be a country that issues of insecurity should be something that we should be able to handle. Issue of economy is something that we should be able to handle. But with that as we can, we've made progress and we're believing in a short time Nigeria will get to a place that we all desire.
Our corporate existence cannot be exchanged for whatever challenges that we have, because we must first exist to be able to tackle our challenges. The call for food security and food sufficiency is a clarion call, which I know that nationally it is being discussed, and fundamentally it will be addressed. It's all come together. Religious leaders must come together and think a direction to be able to withstand this challenge.
Effective economic policy are crucial for Nigeria's growth, as the government has initiated measures like granting autonomy to local government, enhancing grassroots governance and development, as well as promoting microeconomic stability. DG Primary Health Care Development Agency, Dr. Vivienne Otu, and Professor Eyo Etomyong said these efforts demonstrate the administration's commitment to economic growth and prosperity.
Nigeria at 64, we've really come a long way, although we are not where we are supposed to be. There have been lots of ups and downs, especially the economic situation in Nigeria today. Things are really not going on well as the people expected. The dollar rate is really affecting us. And then the fuel pump price is also affecting everything. You know, everything we do, it revolves around fuel.
Nigeria has existed as a country up to 64 years, despite various fights back and forth. You know, but God has kept us at one till now. So we have every reason to be thankful.
As Nigeria reflects on its journey, citizens are looking to the future with renewed hope. The prelate of the Presbyterian Church of Nigeria, Dr. Ekwenyong Akpanika, amongst others, emphasized the importance of youth maintaining peace and order, noting that everything will be better with a united vision as the country celebrates its 64 years anniversary.
Well, first, I think I need to thank the Almighty God for making us survive as a sovereign nation for 64 years. It is a feeling of excitement and anger. It is also a feeling of celebration and resentment. For 64 years, God has blessed this nation. And by the special grace of God, we have all it takes to be a very wealthy and rich country.
It's a good thing for us to celebrate the 64th anniversary of our nation's. It's been very, very difficult for Nigeria, right from when we got our independence up to the time the military people took over, and then we brought back democracy into our political space. And since then, we have unbroken democracy in this country.
We should be proud of our moderate achievement, but governance is a continuum. I know we've seen Senator Prince, he's a real prince, with two in charge now. The next 8 years to witness more development. You see what he has already done. We are on the path to greater greatness. We are on the path. Yes.
So we are hopeful as long as we are alive and we remain one as one entity that we will actually be able to achieve what our forefathers, our dreams for our country.
The milestone anniversary serves as a reminder of Nigeria's resilience and potentials for growth, with leaders and citizens alike reaffirming their commitment to a brighter tomorrow. For CRBC News Panorama, Blessing Basi reporting.
The Bekwara-Kasinala Road has become a death trap to commuters and residents alike. Our correspondent, who was in Bekwara to sample opinion on the road, brings more details. The report.
Effective road network remains a vital factor to the economic prosperity of any country because of its role in driving commerce and transportation. A good road network is critical to a country's economic development. It connects cities with one another and ensures the smooth travel of commuters, private vehicles, and logistics solutions. It is becoming increasingly important to accelerate the building and maintenance of roads across the state and indeed the country. The presence of poor infrastructure can hamper trade and undermine economic growth, which makes good road network essential for the quick convenience of goods to intended consumers. A case of Bekwara-Katinara Road, which has become a death trap to commuters and residents alike. Some motorists cried out that they have spent days on the road because of the bad state of the roads in the country.
My problem is say, may they repair this road. The whole road is bad. Many of us with the road now. How many days? Some 2 days, some 3 days with the road.
I came all the way from Asaba. Since yesterday, a lot of obstruction on the way. Getting here, I was even hoping I'll be able to go through. But getting to this spot, it becomes another story, of which I cannot analyze for now. I'll also use the opportunity to plead with government of Nigeria, please.
The residents of Bekwara local government area were not left out as a lament and its attendant effect on the economic activities in the area.
The issue in this road is not an issue to even tell. You can look at the parks in a narrow road. The express has been abandoned over 3 weeks. Trucks are sink down there. They cannot move anywhere. And if you look at what is happening here, it's not this spot. We have about 4 spots in Bekwara local government here that are like this.
See my ogu, they don't spoil them. My garden, what I do, they don't spoil them. My potato, they don't spoil them. I beg, when I help us. No, they this year, they're hungry too much. Another year again, when they're hungry, you know, fine. Let them come help us do the road. Now that one we like.
Others pleaded with the government to award contracts for the road construction to avoid loss of more lives and properties.
It's unfortunate that we have come into this situation, no movement, and this has made the drivers to enter into family compound and even causing accident on the children. At this point, we are pleading that the federal government should come and intervene immediately to enable motorists to have access to the road.
The road don't swallow, we don't see where to pass for our village again. All the place, all don't block, we don't see road to pass, even combine, motor to pass for combine here. We don't get rest of mind here. So our road don't swallow, but they help us, so if they help us, we don't die.
The member representing Bekwara State constituency in the House of Assembly, Honorable Omang Charles Omang, said a few weeks ago he raised a motion in the House appealing to the state government to assist with remedial measures on the road, as done in Ndok Junction of Ogoja local government area, which was also in a bad state. He noted that as a Tronghe road, there is need for federal government as a matter of urgency to get to work.
That road has become a burden on us, the people of Cross River states, especially the people of Bekwara State constituency. The road in the last 3 months has become seriously bad and impassable. In fact, in the last 3-4 years, we've had issues with that road, but it kept getting worse to the point, very deplorable state where the road is today. Precisely on the 11th of September, I raised a motion on the floor of the House under matters of urgent public importance, calling on the Cross River State government to carry out some intervention works because the road has become completely blocked, completely impassable, especially the point from Ijibo in Bekwara local government through Ugboro, Ibiaragidi, Abochiche up to Gakim. The road is terrible. The road has become so bad. And that is the only link between the northern and southern part of Nigeria. So all the vehicles, the heavy-duty vehicles coming from the northern part of Nigeria into Cross River State and the other states in the south-south, they all use that road.
Allaying the fears of Cross Riverians and commuters, the Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure, Mr. Pius Ampo, said that the governor has instructed him to do a remedial work on the road, but called on federal government to reverse the last administration law of not refunding money to any state government who repairs or constructs any federal government road, as this is a burden on many states, a reason many roads are left unattended to.
This is actually a federal government road, and you can see what is happening here in the road. Exactly this is what we are saying. This vehicle in particular is stuck. We are using this medium to beg federal government to come to our aid, to support us, because we are begging this because it's not like state government wouldn't have done it. But the policy of Fashola-led government that came and abolished reimbursing state government, should they fix state government road. And I'm using this medium to speak with His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to call the Minister for Works and see how that policy can be reversed.
For CRBC News Panorama, Josephine Efanga reporting.
Roads are critical developments of every society. Little wonder why the Calabar-Itu road has not been fully completed since it was awarded by the President Buhari's led administration a few years ago, the report.
The Calabar-Itu road, a crucial road connecting Cross River and Akwa Ibom states, has deteriorated to a critical level, causing pains and concern among travelers and residents of the areas. The dilapidated state of the road has heightened fears, accidents and economic difficulties in the region. Multiple large potholes and severe erosion have left the road nearly impassable, with the consistent heavy rains further complicating the situation. These travelers say heading to Akwa Ibom and other states has become worrisome now, considering the poor condition of the road. Local businesses have also been hit hard as travelers and commuters find it increasingly difficult to reach their destination, thereby causing disruption in flow of goods and services, which has led to rising costs.
We'll make government work this road for us.
Road is a barrier to our education. As for some of us, we are schooling at Uyo and we are from Ikom. I have tests by tomorrow and look at, by this time I've not reached. So the government need to help us. Please, we need his help.
Some drivers lament that a journey that should take 2 hours to Akwa Ibom State and a few added hours to other states have now extended to 8 hours, forcing some travelers to seek alternative routes, including water transportation.
True, we dey suffer for this road. Sometimes we dey reach about 2 days, 3 days for this road. Sometimes motor can fall, they damage many things for this place. We beg about government make it try to do the road, because Cross River and many this Niger Delta is only one road we have for this place.
And look at the road that I wanted to carry, but I cannot climb this place. Look at how the road is scattering everywhere. The management of the road is very poor. Please make government just find way to walk this road for us, because it's very wrong. Look at the way our market is spoiling. Look at our motor destroying. So please, I need government to check this road and see something that they can do so that we can enjoy the road.
To government to see how the road can be and how the trucks they are moving for this road. We are not happy for that. We are so far. We are praying to God to show us how the day the government will see this road, too much care about this road, to care about it. So we are beg for government, Cross River government and Oyo government to see how the road can be.
They called on the federal government to come to their aid as the suffering is too alarming. For CRBC News Panorama, I am Josephine Ifanga.
In villages such as Obiosere, Isongyang, Atanonoyum, to mention but a few, rich cultural legacy is gradually fading away due to neglect, particularly exemplified by the state of their roads. Despite having successful sons and daughters who are eager to contribute to the communities, these villages remain isolated, hampered by an abandoned infrastructure. This neglect stifles not only economic and healthcare, it also threatens the very fabric of these vibrant communities. Blessing Basi has more details in the report.
The villages of Isongyang, Obiosere, and Atanonoyum in Cross River State are struggling with a big problem. Their main source of road is in terrible shape. The primary road, a narrow lifeline for residents of Obiosere, Isongyang, Atanonoyum, amongst others, have degenerated into a near impassable path. Overgrown grasses have reclaimed the route, forcing students, farmers, and market goers to navigate treacherous terrain and other means to access schools and markets. Ironically, these communities boast of accomplished individuals who have succeeded despite these challenges. Rather than relying solely on government interventions, there exists an opportunity for collective action. Some residents appeal to the renowned personalities to help out in the rehabilitation of the road for a better livelihood. They also noted that during the raining season, the situation worsened, isolating villagers and hindering economic progress.
If they can get the government to do something, or renowned individuals to do something concerning the state of Obiosere, Isongyang, and Atanonoyum road, it will be awesome. Because the current state is an eyesore. It's not encouraging. The road, although it's a footpath, but we have been managing, we are getting used to it, but we don't like it. We are hoping that one day our brothers that are high up there in the government, parastatals, can come to our aid and do something wonderful.
It is very bad. Sometimes we will remove our sandals and trek because there are some muddy places, so that mud will not reach our uniform. Then we will trek to the Atan. When we reach that Atan, we would now go down to the beach, wash our legs, and then come up to wear our socks and our sandals. So the road is very bad. Pleading on our people in high places to please help us to fix the road. At least those market women, they can easily go to their market, and we, the students, we can also find means to also use the road easily.
By giving back to their communities, these well-to-do individuals can usher in transformative change, as rehabilitating the road would unlock the village's potentials, ensuring safe passage, revitalizing commerce, and improving the quality of life for residents. The situations get even worse during the raining season. It is surprising because these communities have successful individuals who could make a difference. And it is also time for the community to come together and take actions to repair their roads and build a better future, or a more safer and equitable future for all. For CRBC News Panorama, Blessing Basi reporting.
When the righteous rule, the people rejoice. This is the case of Senator Basi Dedetu's led administration, as over the weekend, 4 members of the Cross River State House of Assembly defected to the All Progressive Congress, APC, from the opposition's People Democratic Party and the Labour Party. Our correspondent brings more details in the report.
The beauty of democracy is having many political parties filing candidates for political offices. In Cross River State, the State House of Assembly had members from political parties like the All Progressives Congress, the People's Democratic Party, and the Labour Party. A few days ago, the story changed as 4 House of Assembly members defected to the ruling party, the All Progressives Congress, APC. In Yala, the member representing Yala 1 state constituency, Honorable Brian Ode, and member representing Yala 2 state constituency, Honorable Martin Zachadu, defected to the All Progressives Congress with their supporters.
Because we are all coming from different backgrounds, different ways of life. elections, and so on and so forth. So that differentiation is important. But at the end, what we should be concerned is that purpose that brought us to the House, how to take Cross River State to the next level.
I thank His Excellency, the People's Governor, for reviving Cross River State and making APC a place to one that we wish to return back, which today has become a reality.
In Bekwara and Ikom local government areas, the member representing Bekwara State constituency, Honorable Omang Charles Omang, and the member representing Ikom 1 State constituency, Honorable Samuel Abang, said they defected to the All Progressives Congress to attract dividends of democracy to their people.
My declaration is to enable Bekwara local government to benefit from the dividends of democracy that the sweet prince and the governor of Cross River State has to give to Cross River State.
We will work together to develop Income, I call myself the House and the Commissioner Center. This is the Commissioner Center of the state properly. And by the grace of God, Income will make an economic zone of the state.
The Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Elbert Ayambem, on behalf of the Governor, received the defectors to the All Progressives Congress.
It tells you outrightly that the Governor have Yala at heart. And for this magnitude of thank you you're telling the Governor by bringing your representatives to APC, it shows clearly that you people are very, very grateful for what the Governor has done.
The state chairman of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Barrister Alphonse Useba, and the chief of staff to the governor, Honorable Emmanuel Ayonba, congratulated the 4 assembly members and their supporters who defected, charging them to explore all opportunities in the party as they have equal rights with all members of the party.
The symbol of our party is unity. The mantra of our mission in the party is peace, love, unity, and growth. Congratulations. Make sure as you are coming, you are ready to work. Because in APC, we don't talk, we don't make exaggeration. We believe in progress.
For CRBC News Panorama, Esiana Wanine.
Small and medium enterprises play a vital role in driving economic growth and job creation across the globe. Representing the backbone of most economic small and medium enterprises are vital for fostering innovation, competition, and resilience in the market. Moreover, small and medium enterprises are a major sources of employment, often accounting for majority of jobs in both developed and emerging markets. Precious Ndoma brings details, the reports.
Small, medium-scale enterprises have long been accepted as the drive of economic growth and development. This is due to the fact that the creation, sustenance, and growth of small, medium-scale enterprises help in the development of the economy. The impact of small and medium enterprises in economic growth is crucial in the structure of the society, which is free from poverty. They not only provide ample job opportunity to the different levels of the society, but also ensure the flow of money across the various levels of society. This is because small-medium enterprises represent 30% of businesses and cover more than 50% of employment worldwide. Despite this, small-medium enterprises face challenges such as lack of access to funding, taxation policies, competition from bigger corporations, among others. These challenges hinder the growth of small-medium enterprises, reducing their impact on the economic growth of the country and the state at large. Speaking in an interview, some respondents were of the view that the creation and development of small and medium-scale enterprises is necessary to combat the employment rate in the state and country.
For me, it helps to create jobs. It reduces the level of idleness and crime. So for me, the challenge they have is they still need people, the government or non-governmental organization to support them to move the business forward.
The base of unemployment is too large compared to the employed people. And as it is now, if these little persons or these small portions of persons are employed now by the small little things they do, it could facilitate the economic growth.
Others listed low profits, high cost of transportation, lack of adequate policies and support as some of the major challenges faced by small-medium enterprises.
It's a capital-based business. Some of them may need more capital to start up. Some of them, the profit, low profit, is also a factor. You know, so when they are not making much profit, how do you expect them to pay salary? So by the time they look at all these things, they will be discouraged to hire more, workers or employ more people.
These ones advise that the government and relevant agencies help the growth of small-medium enterprises by providing raw material to aid production, boosting importation and local produces, among others.
Like if things are being done properly here, but in an economy that you cannot predict, look at the fuel crisis. To transport whatever thing now from point A to point B is a problem. We don't even talk about that. So the small-scale industry should be the driving force of any economy. But because of our economic policies, national, not even at the state level, it's not helping matters. So to survive is even a difficult thing.
What accrues here, what happens here, affects others. So some of those things, if we have certain facilities like power, constant power can help. Then source of availability of raw materials for them to put themselves together. And some of them don't have enough capital. So if they have, like, probably the banking industry makes a provision for little loans and all of that to enable them develop their businesses. And two, they have to do partnership, cooperative organizations, partnership, do kind of network within them. So for us in Cross River State, we need a better partnership from government and the SMEs.
Small-medium enterprises create significant employment opportunities, foster innovation, and enhance competition and sustainable economic progress. To further boost their impact, government should formulate new economic policies that protect locally produced goods and local producers, as well as enhance partnership with relevant agencies. For CRBC News Panorama, Precious Indoma reporting.
That is all we have on our lineup this week. We hope to be back same time next week. Do keep a date with us. I am Josephine Efanga.